What's up guys, Moonman here, and today I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee to visit the Chattanooga Zoo. Now this zoo specifically here, the first zoo I ever been to it the most times, but I haven't really been other than the Christmas light one since I was like 12 years old. This, you could possibly say, is my hometown zoo. Let's go check it out. Got a hug a bunny thing, but a lot has changed since my days of going here, and I look forward to seeing what's new and what's old. You walk in, you have this statue of an ape with his little baby or her little baby, and this section of the zoo is actually newer. It's actually the African safari exhibit, or a Cape of Africa exhibit, I'm sorry, and this actually did not exist whenever I was a kid. So this will be my first time seeing it. It opened in 2024. Cape of Africa, Savannahs of Africa, lands of diversity and vitality. So it's got a little stream going through right here. This was definitely not here when I was a kid, and it leads up to this, what I believe is a giraffe exhibit, but they're not out there, but I know you can still see them. Try to check out the warthogs. Haven't seen them yet. We'll come back by later. Something's also in here, but nothing, we can't see it yet. Okay, the animal that usually goes in there is actually carousel. He's actually resting right now though, put away. I'm not sure why. Porcupines are also resting. They're also just inside. Just walked through the door, went inside. It looks like there's like 3 of them at least. Giraffe statue. And if you turn around, there's some big giraffes. There's a chimpanzee right there. I've seen some other ones over there walking around. This is one I remember when I was a kid. There's actually like a little walkway. You can see them from inside the building. We'll go over there in a minute. That one's carrying like an umbrella or something in his mouth. Hard to see now because he's behind the thing, but interesting. I'm able to get closer to the one, and it looks like he's just scratching himself. Very relatable. He's licking us.
Now these guys,
I'm gonna feed him.
they have a
Oh, he's putting it on a plate.
98.9% DNA match to us, which basically just means that a lot of their anatomy and physiology is exactly like ours. First try to suck once a day. Scott's overall pretty healthy. He doesn't get any consistent medication. Shirley has a fibroid. No, sir. So all of our girls here are on birth control because she got upgraded to the Himalayan to kind of battle that fibroid that causes her to have heavy cycles.
They want more honey. Look at him.
So their normal diet in the wild, they are omnivores, so they will hunt for meat.
They
It's
love
not
the
their
honey.
favorite. But they
Once the lady said no more honey, and they got the message, and they have now gone back to whatever they were doing before. It's pretty cool. There's some of the giraffes. They're kind of newly added. There's one over there drinking water or eating grass or something. By newly added, I mean they're been here a few years. They were not here whenever I used to come as a kid, but I'm glad they are now. Oh, look at it turn. Such a beautiful animal. This one's walking over here towards us. Wherever this one goes, the other one's going. It's an impressive animal right there. My geez. Oh, what's happening? What is happening? Coming back this way now. Yeah, that one must be like its boyfriend or something because it's going. Yeah, wherever that one goes. Look at that. Giant horse. Oh, I think it's wanting to get some grass. Oh, can it reach it? I don't think he can. Oh, yeah, I think he can reach it. That is awesome. He just wants some grass. Yeah. And it's called Makazi Yatwiga. Don't know what that means, but we're gonna figure it out. It's beautiful birds here called the violet turquoise. They're from West Africa, and it's snacking on some little carrot things. So Hank is the former chimp that was here. He didn't really get along with other chimps, but it's got a thing of his life. He was, with 3 years old, he was captured in Africa and brought to New York and sold to the circus. He got moved to the zoo in this concrete cage. This zoo actually was very neglectful and fallen into disrepair, and then the new leadership actually came in and changed a lot of things, and he got to walk on natural ground for the first time in over 20 years in 1992. And then Hank, they built this area called the Gombe Forest, multi-million-dollar thing here in the zoo. This is when I would be coming to the zoo back in these days. And yeah, at the time, you know, Hank was already older, and I remember them talking about it, but he passed away in 2011, so it had to be before that, when the last time I'd been here. It's crazy. There's a statue of Hank, and here's in memoriam of Hank the Chimpanzee, 1968-2011. Awesome. The Gombe Forest, shall we? No roads lead to the Gombe. You must cross Lake Tanganyika. It's the longest lake in the world, stretching about 440 miles. Same distance from Chattanooga to New Orleans. That little water thing with some little fish in there. There against the wall are black-crested mangabeys. They're kind of keeping their distance. There's an African crowned crane. Cool. In this section called the Himalayan Passage. These little valley minor birds. I'm gonna show you these because there's only about 100 of them in the wild, and here at the Chattanooga Zoo, they're trying to conserve these species. Pretty cool. Sleeping Solomon Islands skink. I looked around the enclosure to try to find him. He was right in front of me the whole time. This is the critically endangered Rhode Island snake-necked turtle, and you can see where it gets its name from. What a beautiful creature. One elongated tortoise and 2 Indian star tortoises. You can see there's a pair of those, and there's the elongated tortoise right there. His shell is oddly shaped. You got some sleeping red pandas. They're actually closely related to raccoons, not so much regular pandas. This is the snow leopard enclosure. The snow leopard is actually resting high up there in the shade on that rock. Oh, he's getting up. What's he doing? Walking around. That was kind of ominous, I'm not gonna lie. The way he was doing that, the way he looked like that.
I hope he pounces.
It'd be cool if he jumped off the rock.
That's what I was looking for.
Look at her. He's looking right here. Look at all those passers-by down there. People. Now the zoo's always had this like little petting zoo section, and the first thing you see is this Highland cow bull. But laying over here next to it is this beautiful Indian peafowl. Huh. There's another one in there. It says, is this bird supposed to be there? These colorful birds are allowed to wander throughout the zoo because this is their territorial home and they will not try to leave. Interesting. And you can see there's like little birds right next to that one. And it is unfazed. Beautiful. Warner Park Ranch. So you come in here, starts looking like the Wild West, and you start having petting zoo animals and a camel. Let's go through the door. We'll go pet some animals. Go rushing to meet me. Hello, bud. What's up?
He's coming to meet me.
Oh yeah, probably. Hey, what are you doing? This one is taking a liking to me.
Rexa, I would not go in there, dear. Did she go in there?
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? I think this one's a girl. There's another little goat. Look at that little buddy. Oh my God, you like being petted? Ooh, yeah. There's another snow leopard, but he's kept up in this little pen. Probably they can't be out at the same time, most likely. Interesting. The Chinese alligator in that enclosure there. It's really hard to see it. Interesting though. There's a pair of dromedary camels just hanging out. If you guys watched my video when I came to the Christmas light event here a few years ago, which is a lot different than during the day. I actually fed these guys some kale. It's pretty cool. Those are Huayaka alpacas. They're sort of like llamas, except they would shear them for their wool rather than use them for work. There's some white-cheeked givens. It says that they're all golden when they're babies. As you see, there's a golden one and a black one. But males will remain black after they get to 5 years old. But females will turn gold again because they turn black. All of them turn black when they reach about 2 years old. So either that one's a young one or it's a male, but that one's a female. That's interesting. The section we're gonna go on is called Walking the Tracks. Pays tribute to the railroad industry in America. Not only that, but the significance of the railroad in Chattanooga. The Chattanooga choo-choo, baby. Some white-tailed deer right there. It's awesome. You've heard of the Chattanooga choo-choo, but have you heard of the Cougar Express? I remember this as a kid. It's an actual train car you can view the Cougar from. There's a pair of cougars. It's interesting. Crazy. They used to be all over North America. What are you walking? You're waking up. Like I said, crazy. They all used to be all over North America, including here in Tennessee. They don't have any water in there. He's waking up. He's getting up. No, his tails are really long and clubby.
I know, but we like to look at them for a minute and see what they do. Hey guys, look at your ear.
He's playing with a thing. He's tipping it over.
Whoa.
You can go all the way up to the window.
Wait, Dad, look at this.
So he's playing. You see him playing with the thing?
Yeah.
Through the darkness, it's a crow. I love crows. This would be a great horned owl right next to the crow. Deadly bushmaster next to the deadly poison dart frogs. Look at him hopping. That's crazy. The bushmaster, man, that looks crazy. If that can beat you, say goodbye. A two-toed sloth sleeping as they usually do. It's an emerald tree boa with dinner right there. He doesn't seem to be very interested in it though. This is some kind of boa or something. It is. It's a significantly larger rat. Nature. Yeah. The cottonmouth is native to where I live. Scary. Making the kids cry. It's called a spider tortoise from Madagascar. Apparently these are some of the smallest tortoises in the entire world. And they are adorable. If I zoom out, you get a better scope of the size. It's not very big. A big Burmese python stretched out there. Something tells me they had to feed him something a little bigger than a rat. Maybe a rabbit. It has one of the most impressive lizards in the world, the Komodo dragon. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. It kind of looks like a really muscular French bulldog. Oh my gosh. Can't even walk him. He could kill me if he wanted to. Something tells me he probably does. He's really social. He's just following us.
Bye.
Goodbye, dragon. What are you dragging? These nuts. Around, so here again is the African crowned crane, but he's walking around now. When I was a kid, this used to be different. You used to walk through and it had like little exhibits and they could get out. And like I'd walk through the little board thing and there was like some of these just standing there and it wouldn't let me pass. It scared the crap out of me. Into the forest of the world, here is the deserts of the world section. You're supposed to actually go through this and then go through the other side, but we do stuff backwards. It's okay, it's Chattanooga. Here is a banded rock rattlesnake. Despite being very small, I'm sure if it bit me, I would die. Bigger rattlesnakes, one of the most famous rattlesnakes, the Western Diamondback. You don't want to be on the receiving end of that thing. Not at all. Sand cat enclosure. It's the only cat, the only feline that lives primarily in the desert, and they lead solitary lives. They're sleeping inside that makeshift teepee right there. That's pretty cool. They definitely didn't have this when I was a kid. Here are some naked mole rats. I actually have a story about these two. There used to be an exotic pet store in my hometown back in the day, and there was a really big naked mole rat in there. And I was going in there pet shopping. I was going to get a hamster or a gerbil. And the guy was like, hey, would you want a naked mole rat? And the other dude was like, you know what, I'll get it out for you. Oh, it's biting him. I'll get it out for you and I'll show you how they are, you know, they're tame. Dude grabbed it by the tail and it bit the crap out of the guy, and he dropped it and he was like, I don't know what happened, it used to be nice. Yeah, bro, he picked it up by the tail. It bit him. I don't know what else to tell him. There's some meerkat there, and there's a bunch of them just laying huddled together here. It's pretty cool. They have the closest living relative to an elephant, the rock hyrax. Can you see the resemblance? The fennec fox is actually not in the enclosure that it says it's in. It's actually over here. Look at that cute little thing. I like fennec foxes. Cool. Venomous Mexican beaded lizard. You don't want to get bit by that thing. Go around, try to get a good view of it. There is a giant anteater that keeps going around. Watch, you gonna go back in there just because I came over here to see him. How rude. This one just came right up to me. What is this? The golden lion tamarin? Mm-hmm. There goes me. He's jumping. Like I said, they just got fed a little bit. Oh, he's jumping around. Oh, he likes it. He's taking it. He's eating it up there. He took it away, and that one, oh, he's going with his food too.
Where'd it go?
Jeffrey's marmoset. There's two of them. There's another one over there. Look at him. What a legend. Cotton top tamarin. He's small all the way around. He's just little. That's crazy.
It says that they weigh less than a pound.
Ah, yeah. They're little. Oh, there he goes. Zoom. Oh, he's going with his friend. Jumping on the door. Oh, there you go back. Oh. Can't keep up with you, buddy. Yeah. You're so cool. There's the pied tamarins. You see him jumping around. There's a bunch in this enclosure. Oh my geez, look at I can't.
It says that the males provide a great deal of parental care.
That's crazy, that's cool. These little tamarins here. Hey! He's protecting his baby back there. He sees me on the glass. Look, he's gonna come bait. Oh, he's mad, he eats me. I'm gonna touch it again.
It's either the mom or the dad, because the
Every time I touch it.
It says.
I know, you see the little baby back there? It's so hard to see because the glare. Look, the baby, he's on his back.
I think that's the dad and the mom is attacking.
Oh, he's got the baby on his back, see?
Yeah.
That's so cute. Little bud. He's got big eyes, just a little baby.
So little.
Yeah, I like it. Back this way and the anteaters are out again, but now that I've came over here with my camera, they're going back to their little home. You think I'm kidding, but that one just went in there. But this one's gonna play nice. There is a slithering, red-tailed boa. We do have a jaguar, but it is sleeping. Oh, there's two jaguars. There's another one. There's the world's largest rodent, the capybara. All of his other friends are up in their little home, but that's a pretty big one. And he's just sitting there. Pretty cool. Some type of monkey, like a spider monkey or something. Where are you going, bud? There he is, right there. Ooh, you getting on there. It is a spider monkey. He's pretty.
Oh.
He's just relaxing. There's some tortoises, but there's actually one right here, right next to us. The warthog is not out to play, but it is inside eating right now. There, Bigger tusk than I thought they'd be. Oh my gosh. There it is. That's everything you can see today, and just like many places, you must exit through the gift shop. All right, guys, that's it here from the Chattanooga Zoo in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Like I said, I went here a lot as a kid. A lot's changed, but a lot stayed the same too. It's not one of the bigger zoos. It definitely has I definitely have a soft place for it. But I want to see all the zoos, and I thought I wanted to show you guys around the zoo that I grew up going to. Like I said, it's not the biggest zoo, but I think it's more an intimate experience, more so than these really large zoos are. So I do recommend it. So you should like, subscribe, and share. So there'll be more zoos. Roo Man, he's out.